hello, and welcome to the final book support group. So, it's that time of year again, month again, because it's every other month, and I have to say I'm so pleased with actually being a part of this, because I feel like that is a majority of people, and that is that they suck at continuing the series. And I am one of those people that needs to get better at it, and that is definitely something that I am going to continuously work on. So, why don't we talk about my TBR so we can cross off the whole like share TBR on socials. So I will be doing that here, basically, because yeah. So why don't we talk about it? So for a new release, I have decided to go with Tales from the Celestial Kingdom. So I read Daughter of the Moon Goddess and the second book in that series. That is, I think I read it this year, so it's not that long ago. So I'm going to continue on with this. This is the like a short stories in this world basically will like close off this chapter of the story. And this is definitely a series I want to own. It's a series I want to reread and basically get to eventually in the future, because it's so good. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to let's call it close off this chapter, because there will be more in this world, but not maybe not with these characters. Then we have obviously share TBRs on social, and then we have continuation station, and I have decided to go with An Offer from a Gentleman. So this is the third book in the Bridgerton series, and we are following Benedict. So I can't wait to continue on with this series, because it is a series I want to basically be able to finish off this year. And then I need to get my butt moving, because there are quite a few books left and we are only book 3. So can't wait. And I also know that this will be the brother we are following in the series, but that is in like 2 years, so yeah. Then we have self-care. We'll probably do some self-care here and there, and yeah. Then we have final book, and I have decided to go with From London with Love. This is the last in the like London, what is this called? It's like the Blue Blood Conspiracy or something, from Beck McMaster. And this is sort of a short story, but it will end this entire series, so I just figured out, why don't we go with that? It's not that long, so it kind of fits well, and I need to read it this month anyways, and I kind of felt like nothing else kind of fit in with my TBR. Like nothing will fit, and that's really bad. So this one kind of fits with the whole like ending this chapter thing. So TBR that is basically something that has been on a TBR for more than a year, or like from last year or something. And to be completely honest, nothing kind of fit with my TBR, with this whole thing. What have I had on my TBR for over a year? But unfortunately yours. Now I am going to go with my GoodReads TBR, just because my physical TBR I have quite a lot, but they are mostly books they are rather standalones. I have read them, or they are first in a series. So, and then the one that kind of were in my head has already been picked for something else. So, and I don't want to push myself to read anything more, but if I don't get to that one, I mean, I didn't want to put this beast on because it is over 600 pages and I don't know in like what mood I will be in, and this is not on my TBR currently. Like on my September TBR. So unfortunately yours have been, and the thing with this is that it will kind of close off a chapter, and I don't even know if I have had the toll for a year. I don't think so, because I bought the toll kind of recently, I think. So yeah, and the other ones are basically newly bought, or yeah. So that's kind of one thing. Unfortunately yours has been on my TBR for a while, so it is a TBR vet, and I just feel like I can't always go on my physical TBR just because I have a lot of books that I am currently reading, and sometimes I don't read them for years, and I really want to try and finish off this series. And it came out, I mean, for this one, a wine mess or something, in this series, basically nothing have come out after it, so I don't know if it's done or if it will be more, I don't know, but I love the first one. Then we have graphic novel, manga, or a novella, and I put this one on 2 months ago, and that's orange. The complete collection number 2, so I already know how it's going to end, but I want to read it. I want to read it and figure it out for myself. And then we have a sub-box book, and I have decided to go with Fugitive Telemetry. And this is, I don't know if it's the 5th, 6th in the Murderbot series. So basically, I kind of searched up options, and this one basically have a sub-box book. I don't own it, I don't have it, but yeah, it's just overall it's a sub-box book, and I need, this is in a series, need to continue on with it. And then we have a pulp pick. So I had quite a lot. I just put kind of every single thing on here that were on my September TBR, and just put them in. I mean, if there were a sequel. And the winner, so I kind of had all of the ones that I have mentioned: An Offer from a Gentleman, A Duet with the Siren Duke, Unfortunately Yours, 4 to Score, and everything. But the winner was Thunderhead. So I started this, got 100 pages in, didn't continue, and now I really need to continue. I might have to start over again because I don't remember that much what has happened, and we are following different people as well. But yeah, I really need to continue on and finish this series. It is a series I am going to finish off this year, so I need to get to that. But that was actually all of the books that I'm going to read, and now we have been talking for a while, so I am going to read later. Now, I think I will start from An Offer from a Gentleman, just because I am doing another TBR video. Not a TBR video, I am doing another TBR. It's in my book club. And that is Bookish Jeopardy, and An Offer from a Gentleman fits really well with a historical fiction. So we are going to get to that first. So I kind of haven't updated in a few days. It's Tuesday, so I haven't updated in 2 days, but I finished 2 books. And yeah, so basically the first book I finished was An Offer from a Gentleman, and this is the 3rd book in the Bridgerton series. We are following Benedict. This is a Cinderella retelling, and I give 3 stars. Overall, I liked it. It's not my favorite Bridgerton book. So yeah, overall, liked it. I can't wait to continue on. The next one is Colin's story. So I have already seen the third series, like third season of Bridgerton's show. So yeah, I can't wait. I will probably read that a little later during this month because I have it on my early TBR, but I don't think I will finish it off this week. Another book that I have finished is The Defenders of the Dead, which basically is the, I don't know how many, in a non-canon work in the Star Wars universe, like non-canon Star Wars. And this one, in this series, we are basically following Obi-Wan, and he is, at this point, he is 13, so he's really young, and we meet the don't remember his name, but his mentor. And yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. I give it 3 stars. It's fine. But it's not my favorite series, but it is kind of fun, and yeah. So, another thing that we can talk about. I basically reread up until 110. I should basically get 130, but I didn't. Because I didn't feel like it, but yeah. But then, for my other one, I basically got a sci-fi, and I could have read Thunderhead, but I'm trying to do this in not too long, so I started Sleeping Giants on Sunday, as you will have seen. Now I am up to 268, so I will finish off this tomorrow, and yeah. So this is the start of a new series, which doesn't fit, but I kind of don't feel like rushing through Thunderhead. So I will continue on with that on rather Wednesday or Thursday. It really depends on what I'm feeling like, but yeah. I will have to see if I need to read any more pages tomorrow for I need to read 130 pages a day to finish it off. So that's kind of where we are at. So yeah, and so far I'm really liking Sleeping Giants. So it's really interesting. So I'm curious to see what is going to happen in the next few books in this series. So I hope I will be able to continue on next month with rather the like 1 or 2. So yeah, and then I basically have continued on with Fortune to Score. Now I feel like it's a little, let's call it dangerous to basically choose to read something else, just because this Bookish Jeopardy, I never know what I am going to get, but from what I know, there have been another mystery prompt from, like, it's a group, basically a group effort. So one of them have gotten like a mystery, so I think we're safe with not getting like a new mystery or something. So yeah, Fortune to Score is currently the audiobook that I'm listening to. I don't have that much left. I am almost done. I think I have like an hour and a half or something. So that's totally fine. And then I don't really think there is anything else to kind of update on. So I will finish this tomorrow. It's not even on my TBR because it's the start of a series, so kinda shouldn't, yeah, like this one doesn't fit, but yeah. So that one is first, and then basically get to Thunderhead. So the thing kind of becomes that I am mostly going for audiobooks for Bookish Jeopardy. So yeah, that is kind of like why I'm able to do that. but probably, like, the reason why I picked a physical book for now is basically that we also have these kind of like activity prompts, and you can basically only like submit one thing every day. And today I did an activity, so basically I can't turn in a book. So it fits really well that I am currently reading something that is taking me longer, just because to finish it in a day basically means fully reading like a huge book, and I'm don't usually want to do that. I want to take my time, on reading books physically. So that's kind of where we are at. One thing I also did today was fill out some more in here. So I think we're done. Probably. So the last thing you saw was the rereading books shelf. How many of these I will get to, I don't really know. Then we have my Hall of Fame. So this will basically be just pictures of my favorite books of the year. No rereads for this, but new books that are like my favorite, I will put in here. And then we have 30 before 30. So I did a video on that a little while ago. I have not been really good at reading these, and that's kind of, I have a few more years. I'm 27 at this point, so I still have quite a lot of time left, which is great. I need it. So yeah, and then we have 25 books to read in 2025. So it will be 25 books here that I'm going to read that year. Will I do it? Probably not. Let's just say that I'm bad at reading these. So I think I kind of need to really get a grip on what do I want to read. And then we have 5-star prediction. I think this would be basically, I will choose books that I have had on a 5-star prediction and just glue them in, and I don't have any new ones because I have a lot. I doubt that I will be able to finish kind of a lot of them this year, let's just say that. And that's kind of where we are at, and I don't think there will be any more like pages. Then it has to be something like really, really smart, and I don't think that I am going to have that. So yeah, because I want it to be more fun than this, just because I don't find this, let's call it, inspiring. And then I am really slow at like filling it out. So yeah, but I'm going to go. Okay, so I have just finished the From London with Love. So this one is for the final book, because this is the final book. This kind of just wraps up the entire thing. Let's just call it that. So basically in this one we are kind of meeting all the couples that we have met in the earlier books, basically, and they are all together, and we are following Queen Alexandria. And yeah, I don't really know how much I'm going to say, just because this is last in this series. You should definitely all of them before getting to this. Possibly you could read this one, but I don't think it will make kind of a lot of sense. So yeah, I don't think there's kind of much to say. I have kind of finished. I don't even remember if I talked about finishing 4 to Score, and then I read High Five, which is the fourth and the fifth book in the Stefan Plum series, and 3 stars. They are fine. They don't fit for anything, but they are fine, So just because I have finished something for a continuation station, so it kind of doesn't work for that. So basically the plan for today is to read Fugitive Telemetry, is it telemetry? Telemetry. And this is the 6th book in the Murderbot series, and basically we are following this robot, and he has kind of given himself the name Murderbot, and basically he has hacked into the system, so he kind of has his own mind, and he just wants to sit still and watch TV all day. That's what he wants to do. And yeah, so it's really interesting, and yeah, I am really loving this, and they are really short, so it shouldn't take too long to finish off this, which is great. And yeah, I don't think there's kind of anything else. I really need to start reading Thunderhead, just because we are on Friday and I haven't read that much. So yeah, it's not, we're doing well, but we're not doing that well. I have 3 audiobooks that I need to listen to and read Thunderhead. So that kind of is a lot. And yeah, I also need to read Orange, which I don't know how that is going to go with all of these. There are just a lot to basically get to. So yeah, I don't really know how it will go, to be completely honest. It's just, hopefully I will be able to get everything done. I will possibly be able to read some tomorrow, then I will have some time off and do nothing. But I kind of need to start Thunderhead. I just don't feel like reading, and that is kind of a problem. I am not feeling like reading. I don't know. I want to read, but I don't want to read. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, that's kind of where we are at. I am going to go back to kind of relaxing and kind of not doing a lot. I've not been doing a lot this week. So yeah, let's just get going. I'm going to fill out my bullet journal that I have to say I can't wait until next year to kind of get something more, let's call it, interesting to look at, because this one was just put together in a kind of whirlwind because I kind of needed that. And yeah, so this is kind of a boring one, and I want something to be more interesting. Let's just say that it's just, I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know how it is for anyone else, but I need something inspiring, to be inspired to kind of fill it out. And at this point I'm just really slow because I don't find this inspiring at all. Okay, so I actually don't really know when I updated last. I think it was when I started Fugitive Telemetry, and I have finished it. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this series. It's a really fun series. So yeah, but I don't know, did I talk about that or did I not talk about it, because I cannot remember at all. And then that one, what was that one for? That was for, let's figure it out. TBR Vet, was it? No. Sandbox book was it for? Yeah. Yeah, Sandbox book. Because the next one I'm going to talk about is for that one. So yeah. So I finished that, which is really, really great to finish that off. And then today I finished Unfortunately Yours, and this is the second book in a Vine Chaos or something. So what to say, basically it's about this woman who basically her fiance runs off and she basically has to go back home. And then what happens is that to kind of get her inheritance, she needs to marry. And then we have this guy who basically has his vineyard and he sucks at it. Basically, he has had a person gag basically from his wine, so he's not doing very well in that department. And basically they decided to get married. And yeah, I get 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed this. It was really, really cute. So the first one is, I don't remember, to be completely honest. But the first one was also a 4 stars, I do believe. So yeah, but both of those, really love them. And that one was for the TBR vet, because I have had this on my TBR for more than a year. And yeah, so I haven't had it on, you know, my physical TBR for a year, but I have had it on my TBR for a year. So I kind of went out with that just because I don't want to have too many physical books going at once, you know, that you need to finish like kind of a lot before the week is done, just because I can't do that. So I have 3 books left to finish. So one is short, one is a graph like a manga, and one I have 200 pages left. So Thunderhead, I am like 320 pages into this. So I have 200 pages left. It shouldn't take me too long to finish it off. I am liking it. I don't know if I like it as much as Scythe. So yeah, but overall I'm really enjoying it. It's just we have kind of, how to explain it. In Scythe we didn't follow that many like point of views. In this one we have 4 or something, and it's kind of a lot to have 4 different points of views. And yeah, so I have to say it's interesting. But is it a 5 star? I don't know. To be honest, it really depends. It might just be me not being in the greatest mood to read this. Might be that. So yeah, that is kind of what we have left. And then we have Orange and Tales of the Celestial Kingdom or something. Yeah, so I will probably be able to finish all of them tomorrow. So yeah, it's good that I am able to, you know, finish off. It's kind of the first time that I haven't been able to do that as well. Just because I've been struggling, you know, with me reading physical books. I don't really know what it is. And it kind of makes it difficult to, you know, finish it off when that kind of becomes a, should I call it a problem? I don't feel like it's a problem, but you know, it just makes it difficult to finish things off. So let's just quickly talk about the books, like for the Aurelium, just so we have it really, really like quickly gone over. So I don't actually think I have talked about what I need, but basically I need a D in Animal Studies, a Q in Art of Illusion, O in Astronomy, a D in Restoration, and D in Shapeshifting. So basically I am just going off the whole like I need to finish them to get it done, because I cannot do it in order. Let's just say that I'm so bad at doing things in order, just because I need to kind of finish off the books when I'm in the mood for it. So it sort of becomes like, if I have to do it in order, it's difficult. Let's just say that. But basically the ones that I have finished off. So let's just quickly talk about it. So in animal studies, we have Phoenix on the cover, and I have Crown of Feathers. Haven't read that yet. Q is for standalone. I have Colting, which we will probably get to pretty soon. D, book that had a cover change. We have Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, because it has had a cover change with the whole like this becoming a TV show. Then we have Art of Illusion, and we have Random Emoji Generator, and I basically got this like, let's call it board face, and I was just like, something I'm not really looking forward to reading, and I have 4 to score, and 4 to score I have read. And then we have a Q, which is prequel, and I have Blood Price, which I will need to get to. Like, in physical, I just need to finish off some physical books first. Then we have Restoration. We have Night Sky on the cover. I have Station 11. Haven't read that yet. Q is Poisonous Plant on the cover or title, and I have the Crimson Moth. And then we have D, title as a verb, and I basically picked Sleeping Giants for that. So then we have Shapeshifting, and O is I cannot say that word. I don't know what it is. I just can't say that word at all. Just because it becomes something with the tongue. I mean, in Norwegian we say smykke. Basically, I have Stalking Jack the Ripper because it has a necklace on there. Or is it here? I think it's a necklace. Q, planet name in the title. I have the Pillars of the Earth. This is sickly long. I think it's 40 hours. Then we have D, Compass on the cover, and I have The Adventure of Amina al-Sarafi, because this one has something that looks like that. I really need to get a move on. Not a move on. I mean, we have like 3 weeks left or something, so we're doing fine. And this week, will I finish anything more? I won't finish anything more this week, but I mean, we still have quite a long time left, so yeah. That's kind of where we are with everything. We have finished 5 of my 20 books for this month, which I have to say is quite good, because last month I finished like 1 book or something. So we are overall doing better than I expected, to be honest. So yeah, let's hope I will be able to keep this up. I am really hoping that I will be able to do that. But yeah, we will basically talk tomorrow when I probably at the end of the day when I have finished off something. So let's end the vlog for this week. So, Final Books Support Group, I have finished every single prompt with 1 book, not 1 book, with 1 book each. So, really good. So let's talk about the 3 books, and then we can talk about what I read for each prompt. So, I finished Tales of the Celestial Kingdom, and this is a short story collection that is set in the Celestial Kingdom. So the first one is the Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and really enjoyed this. So I think this is something to read if you liked the first 2 books. So yeah, I overall have to say that I did. So I kind of got to this one, and I gave it 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. I loved seeing these people and kind of where they are kind of at this point. So just kind of like slice of life in that world. So yeah, that one was really good. And then I finished off Thunderhead. So Thunderhead is the second book in the Requisite series, and we are in this one, but in this series we are following basically Citra and Roman, and basically in this world death is normal, so they have conquered death, and the only way to die is if a scythe gleans you. And basically these two are chosen to be an apprentice of one side, and it's kind of that story. So this one obviously continues on from the first one, and I think I said yesterday that I wasn't sure if this would be a 5 stars, but as I kind of finished off this book, I basically saw that this is a 5 stars. So just because the final book, like the final few chapters, they really made it like this is a 5 star. This was really good, and super great. And yeah, 4 stars for this. Can't wait to continue on with the toll. Now I am kind of afraid of the toll because a lot of people have said that they didn't like the toll, and so I am kind of keeping a low expectation, so I will hopefully like it more than maybe everything else. So that is kind of where we are at. And then the last book that I finished was Orange, the second volume. This is the complete collection, volume 2. So basically with this one, we are basically following these people who sent letters to their like younger selves to basically save a friend. So I gave this 5 stars. There are some problems in here. I can't say that I'm like loving this book without saying that yes, there are some problems in here that maybe not be for everyone. I know a lot of people don't like these problematic elements, and I have to say that they kind of, some of the things that are kind of implied is not like the best thing. It's not how you should feel, but I also understand that some people feel that. But yeah, so I gave these 5 stars, but I also can say that yes, check out the trigger warnings, but also this book might not be for everyone because of the topics and kind of some people and kind of how it's handled. So I'm sorry, I just I take to look at this, and it's my sleep tracker, and I think I see it that, you know, it's weird when you sit too calmly and you watch things, you are sleeping. So I've apparently been sleeping for like 2 hours, and I haven't. I was just apparently sitting very still. So yeah. So and then now we should talk about kind of what they are all for. I just need to do this. So yeah, let's talk about what the books are for, because they are obviously for something, and then what I read for every single prompt. So okay, so let's talk about it. So for new release, we have Tales of the Celestial Kingdom. For continuation station, we have An Offer from a Gentleman. From final book, we have From London with Love. For TBR Vet, we have Unfortunately Yours. For a graphic novel, manga, or novella, we have Orange. For subbox book, we have the what's it called again? Fugitive Telemetry. And then for Pulpic, we have Thunderhead. So, can you believe that I finished more books this week than I have done during last month? So, yeah. That's really crazy. But yeah, that's it for this video. And yeah, I hope you liked it, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!